Level 0. The red carpet, flashes of paparazzi, and golden Oscar stars. Cinema seems like a dream factory where pure magic is born. You think making movies is sitting in a chair with a megaphone, shouting action, while sipping a latte. But take off the rose-colored glasses. Real filmmaking is not art. It is military logistics multiplied by Wall Street. It is paranoid stress, 14-hour shifts in the rain, and a brutal industry where your idea will be rewritten by focus groups just for an extra million at the box office. Cinema is a conveyor belt burning money at a rate of $1,000 a minute. Take your mark on set. We begin the journey, from the kid blocking traffic in the rain for pennies, to the studio head who can shut down the project with a single phone call. Level 1. Production assistant. You are at the very bottom of Hollywood. Your salary is $200 for a 16-hour day. Sensorily, your life is an earpiece and constant running. Your job is to bring coffee to spoiled stars, unload dirty cables from trucks, and stand guard during lockups. Your main battle is humiliation and the weather. You stand in the pouring rain at an intersection for 8 hours to make sure not a single car drives into the frame. To society, you are nobody, an errand boy, but the entire physical framework of the shoot rests on people like you. If a hysterical star threw hot coffee at you because you didn't use soy milk, would you swallow the insult for the chance to one day become a director? Detail. There is a strict radio law on set. If the first AD yells rolling, you must shut up and not move, even if wasps are stinging you. Any sound can ruin a take, and you will be fired. Level 2. Second assistant director, second AD. You've moved one step up. Your salary has grown to $80,000. Sensorily, you now live in paperwork and spreadsheets. You don't create art, you create the call sheet. This is the Bible of the set. Who, when, and where everyone must be. Your battle is organizing chaos and background actors. You have to gather 100 people in zombie costumes, feed them, get them into makeup, and arrange them in the background so they don't look directly at the camera. You are a babysitter for adults. If a supporting actor oversleeps their makeup time, the entire day's schedule collapses like a house of cards, and it will be your fault. Fact: call sheets are sent out late at night. If the second AD makes a mistake in the location address by even one digit, the next morning, 200 crew members will arrive in the wrong city. Level 3. First assistant director, first AD. Your salary breaks $120,000. Sensorily, you are a general on the battlefield. You have a megaphone in your hands, and you are constantly shouting. The paradox: even though the word director is in your title, you do not do creative work at all. Your battle is time. Time is money. Every minute of downtime on set costs the studio hundreds of dollars. You rush the lighting crew, push the makeup artists, and pressure the director themselves so they don't shoot a 10th take just for the perfect tear from an actor. Society thinks the director runs the set, but in reality, as soon as the director says cut, total control passes to you. Would you forcefully shut up a superstar who decided to improvise a long monologue, knowing you only have 10 minutes of daylight left before the sun sets? Level 4. Line producer up me. You're no longer running through the mud on location. Your salary is $200,000. Sensorily, you sit in a mobile office production trailer with a calculator. Your battle is the film's budget. You are the one who hires the crew, rents the equipment, and decides where corners can be cut. The director asks for a real helicopter for a scene. Your job is to prove to them that a green screen and a fan will do just fine. To the creatives on set, you are the greedy villain cutting their dreams. To the studio, you are the only guy that the film won't go bankrupt halfway through shooting. If you ran out of budget, would you order the crew of 100 people to be fed cheap pizza instead of a proper meal, risking a union strike? Level 5. Screenwriter, you are the creator of the world. The fee for a script can reach $1 million, but sensorily, your life is isolation and the pain of you sit alone in a coffee shop for years writing out characters, and then a studio buys your script. Your battle is losing control over your brainchild. Producers rewrite your dark drama into a fun action movie. They make the main character younger for the TikTok audience. And the director on set allows the actors to improvise, throwing your brilliant dialogue into the trash. In Hollywood, unlike television, the screenwriter is expendable. Once the script is bought, you might not even be allowed on set. Are you ready to sell an agonizing story about your real-life trauma to a mega studio, knowing they will turn it into a musical, just for a massive check and a credit on screen? Level 6. Director, you are the face of the project. Your fee is millions of dollars, and a percentage of the box office points. Sensorily, you are a god, but a god under a microscope. Everyone on set is looking at you, expecting answers every second. What color should the wallpaper be? How should the actor sigh? Your battle is responsibility. If the film is brilliant, it's credited to the director's vision. If the film bombs at the box office, it is solely your fault. You must combine the actor's performance, the cinematographer's light, and the composer's music into a single emotional impact. You fight the studio for final cut. If test screenings go poorly, the studio can simply take the film away from you and hire another person to reshoot a happier ending. Could you withstand the pressure, knowing you hold a $200 million budget in your hands? And if the film fails, you will never shoot another frame in Hollywood? Level 7. Executive Producer, Studio Head. You are the absolute master of destinies. Your income is measured in tens of millions of dollars. Sensorily, you aren't even in Los Angeles. You fly on a private jet between Cannes and Wall Street. Your battle is marketing, franchises, and release dates. You couldn't care less about art. For you, cinema is an investment portfolio. You are the one who greenlights a project. You decide that the world doesn't need a new indie drama, but needs the 8th installment of a superhero comic because it will sell toys in China. In the eyes of critics, you are a corporate monster killing OTR cinema. But in reality, you are the person providing thousands of jobs to the industry. Fact, studio executives often hedge their risks through pay or play contracts. An A-list star will be paid their $20 million fee, even if the movie is ultimately cancelled and never shot. Author's brief. The path from a Fachant-Carey assistant to the head of a movie studio proves one thing. Making movies is a brutal business, not a hobby club. The romance disappears on the very first day on a real set, when you realize that the magic is created later, through blood and cold calculation. And here are a few more facts about cinema. Actors' tears are often not real. Makeup artists use menthol sticks to irritate the eyes right before a take. The sound of punches and fights is recorded in a post-production studio Foley, where a person hits a cabbage with a piece of raw meat. A night scene is often shot in bright daylight, day for night. The camera operators simply use blue filters and darken the frame in editing. Remember, every time you cry over the ending of a touching film, know this: you were forced to cry by an army of hundreds of exhausted people who calculated everything with mathematical precision.